Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first, and certainly they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. Today a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Stanford Cardinals taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
The Cardinals are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Wimsatt. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll field the punt. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The short hands, it's Ford. At the 40, there he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Ford. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you...
They stripped it out! Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the 1st down.
Man, when these receivers fumble the...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Picks up 1. And first down for the offense.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. They believe they can run right here. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
They had a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Cardinal! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he added the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's in open space downfield. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Sends it back in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finds a little space. There he goes to the right. 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The toss to the right. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. He's got him.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Stanford could choose to go for it all here on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That's just a simple blitz by the middle linebacker, and he's able to win up front, sees the gap, he's able to beat his block and get to the QB.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Using his feet to buy time. With the catch, it's Brown. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
And the Cardinals line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Throws to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Quick pass on the jet motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. Finds his big tight end. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied 7-7.
That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it on first and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Looking for the score. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Brown wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Wants to go up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Ford. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Try to get it to the edge. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. Wide receiver going in motion. Got his man downfield. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
The screen, and watch out. Hard running there. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. You can work work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Brown will throw it. The short hands, it's Ford. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the run. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. Smells it, and he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Ville. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
He'll sneak it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Man, when I was at Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game, 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
The Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Brown has it. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and goal. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. And the offense will take that penalty and move a little bit closer. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the left. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Tosses to the quarterback. Makes the catch. Right down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cardinal.
That is such a nice job by the receiver there in that trick play, acting like he's going to block and then getting downfield. He was wide open, thinking to himself, just don't drop this, just don't drop this. All he had to do was catch it and run it into the end zone.
Oh, and I think people underestimate the timing of a flea flicker, right? When you got to hand the football off, get the toss back, and the quarterback now be in sync with the receiver, and he catches it, you're right, and then gets into the end zone like he's supposed to for the big-time play.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Cardinals will kick it away to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown wants to pass. A little release to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Yeah, and that's a timing route. You throw those out routes to your receivers, and he gets out of his break, and he gets his head around, and ideally you want him to get his head around right in time to catch that football, and you could just tell he didn't get comfortable, didn't get his hands around, his head around in the right time, and he just gets a drop.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? The snap sets up to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I don't care where you're at on the field, 4th and inches, I like me. I like my chances of getting that, running the play I feel comfortable with, getting the first down.
To the ground, he's got it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They'll send the back in motion. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Punts it out of the air. Touchdown, Stanford! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
14.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Toss to the outside. Look out, he's got room. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. And the Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Trying to get the corner. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. Bringing the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to scramble. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long, you're going to get the ball back, go get some water and celebrate.
He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. This drive comes from their own 41. Scanning the field, it's Wimsatt. Under fire. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
First down for the offense.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
14.
So first down, we'll open up the final period. Caught over the middle. It's McGarry. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Power football with the run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your... of line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Defense looks like they're coming. Snap it to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Wimsatt. Safe completion on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. And there's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Wimsatt. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Louisville!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this 4th quarter.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Quarterback looks for a little space. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Scores on the sneak.
It's just so nice to have a signal call who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Calls his own number. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield. He just decided to take off.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Motion from the back. Finding an escape route. Turning it on. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cardinal. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the point after is good.
38,
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To throw, it's Wimsatt. He wants a big play here late. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Cardinals! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the game.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball.